Hey, what's going on? Gorilla Blood Radio, Daniel Correa, Scott NDX, Aaron Kendrick. Holy crap, another show. That week went by fast for me. I don't know if it was the same for you, Scott.
Fuck you. You know what my week was like.
Well, you sound when you were. I didn't know whether you were like laughing, like trying to hold back like anger and daggers my direction, or if you were hyperventilating or something there.
Yes.
What, Aaron?
I thought he was about to
Oh,
sneeze.
jeez. Yeah, we just had a really weird conversation before the show started because I sneezed and Scott was like, "What in the fuck?"
You're the one who went.
Basically.
Yeah, same reaction I had 2 years ago when I met you for the first time when you were using the bathroom.
Oh, thanks. Here we go again already with me shitting in the bathroom. Yeah.
It's heinous.
Thanks.
I'm listening.
Sounds like that. Well, I wasn't trying to listen, Scott. That's the thing. It's bad. I was trying to TV, and then I felt my feet vibrating. And I said, "What is that?" And then I started smelling something. I said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So, Aaron, how's life? He's still broadcasting from work, even though we kind of thought that he was doing a take this job and shove it routine.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm going to be here for 2 more weeks unless I rage quit. So.
Okay. Mellow tonight, though.
No. I'm having to deal with some stupid stuff. A lot of noise complaints. Can't figure out where the noise is coming from.
Dude, shut the fuck up and people will complain.
Har.
Well, shit. Well,
I'm still waiting for my copy of Personal Jesus.
Personal Jesus?
I made a request for him to cover Johnny Cash's Personal Jesus. He hasn't followed through yet.
I see a police car cruising through.
Uh-oh. I think
Don't distract from my demands.
Sorry, you just told me to put up a second ago, Scott.
Oh, man. Come on, dude. Personal Jesus. I want to see that one, too, now.
I'll see what I can do.
Yay.
You got yourself an acoustic guitar, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
Exactly.
I'm working on a few, actually, though. I'm working on Money for Nothing right now. That's the next project.
Oh, Dire Straits, Money for Nothing? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. I'm on my TV. Yeah.
Nice. That should be fun, too.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
shit.
Scott, you seen UHF with Weird Al? You remember the Money for Nothing Beverly Hillbillies mashup?
Nope.
Okay.
That's simple. Right there. Okay.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
It's unforgettable, though. What about Gandhi 3?
Why did we skip Gandhi 2?
It was on the movie. There's a commercial for Gandhi 3 where it shows him mutilating people like Rambo.
Oh, God.
Or Conan the Librarian.
Wow.
The guy turns the book in and he's late. So instead of getting charged a late fee, Conan just cuts his head off.
That's some brutal shit. I don't remember that.
You better be quiet in the library. In Conan's library.
Interesting.
We need to have a viewing party of that movie.
I don't even have a copy of it.
Yeah.
Get a copy of it.
I've still got the VHS tape somewhere.
Well, that helps us.
To anybody listening to this under the age of 20, VHS was a tape, a cassette tape with a video on it that you played in a VCR.
It was made using magnets. So those things are probably going to demagnetize soon, and all people's VHS collections are just going to be very fancy paperweights.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate.
I always hated when the VCR would go out and it would just eat your tape.
Oh God, yeah.
You ever have a tape come out of its thing and you just had to fucking pull up the label and then just turn it back by hand?
Yep.
And then hope that it didn't get mutilated enough that you can't watch it anymore?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Oh God.
They're fucking old.
Yeah. No. Well, shit. Even to a point where cassette tapes. The whole, like, I've seen now they put memes out there saying if you can get the relationship between this and it's a cassette tape and a pencil, you're old. And I'm like, oh God.
I don't need anyone to tell me I'm old. I know I'm old.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Like, again, working with high school kids, sometimes my jokes are just I make stupid random jokes and stuff all the time, and some kids they'll chuckle at me, and then there's other kids that are like, I don't get it, and I go, oh God. But
no, I've been told I was told I made a dad joke today.
Oh man. What was it?
Like, you guys like, oh yeah, I have to do a report on euthanasia. I'm like, why are you writing a report on Chinese children?
Yeah. I'm more concerned about the adults.
And he looks at me and just goes, that was horrible. That was a dad joke. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I know that was bad, but still, I had to.
Yeah. What was?
I just got done telling you guys about UHF. So.
Yeah, and that came out. God, what? I don't remember. That came out probably late '80s, early '90s.
88. I believe it was 88.
Okay. Yeah, no, I had one, again, high school kids in the ever-changing lingo of, like, one year it was, instead of saying that's cool, it was, oh, that's wet. And I'm like, what the hell is that? That makes no sense. Wet.
Oh my God, you just turned into Doc Brown. What? Everything's heavy in the future?
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, someone was, trying to like mess with somebody else's stuff and looking like they were gonna take it, and I guess the word now is finesse. Oh, he tried to finesse your water bottle or whatever when you had your back turned. I'm like, what?
Actually, that's not a bad one.
But I just.
But finesse usually means when you're trying to get someone to give it to you.
Yeah, you're trying to work them over to talk them into doing something for you. That's.
But then again, if you watch, like, conservative and liberal arguments these days, instead of having an agenda, it's the narrative.
Yeah. Remember
when I keep hearing this thing? Oh, but you're just trying to guide the narrative. No, you have a fucking agenda. Just use the word agenda.
Yeah, it's
what's wrong with you people?
But yeah,
it's a narrative. It's an agenda. I feel this way, so I'm going to push the story this way. It's not a narrative. It's a fucking agenda, because that's my agenda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny, man. Just some of the words that the kids come up with too, and
these are adults, man.
Well, I know what you're talking about is adults. Yeah.
Now, this is how they get away with this shit. Instead of seeming like fucking tribes and narratives. God, fuck, man. I was born 20 years too late.
Yeah. I'm torn. I'm torn because I kind of wish I was born like maybe 10 years earlier. I don't know. I like the idea of being more like born around the time like my older brother was born, because I would have been right in that time with the .com stuff. I don't know.
You really want to be a 20-year-old now?
No. I would want to be like 40 right now if that was the case. I would.
No, the way you sound like it sounded different.
No, I would have rather have been born in the early to mid 70s than in the early mid 80s.
Yeah, I kind of wish I was born in the 60s now. I feel like that would be the perfect time for me.
Yeah, it's.
I kind of wish I could have been born in like the 40s or 50s. Everything was even more simple then.
That's true.
Yeah, especially bombing runs and shit like that.
Yeah, the only thing, I mean, at least where this conversation turned really weird, but for me, I like the idea of having my good years as a teenager in college being in the late 80s into the 90s, instead of being most of my high school college years in the late 90s into the early 2000s, mid 2000s, only because of, like I said, .com boom. The jobs were plentiful for the most part. You were able to, if you were able to get through that boom, the housing market was just going up to where it is now. It was on its way up, so it's like, damn. Yeah, I look at things. God, dude, it's so sad now because I'm looking at it going, when the hell did I grow up? Why am I thinking about all this stuff? Why am I planning all what? I have stocks. What? This is weird. When I was just a kid a week ago. What?
Shit, man, time just flies when you're turning into a fucking adult.
Yeah, oh my god, dude. Some kid actually was complaining about how much he hated school and all he wants to do is get a place of his own and grow up and this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't want all the extra responsibilities of paying bills and all this kind of extra shit, and you have no.
He's like, I want to do this, and like, yeah, stay a fucking kid.
Yeah, you have no cares in the world right now. Your biggest struggle is getting up in the morning and showing up to school on time and turning in work, and that's it. Like, you don't have to worry about shit, man. Again, I feel really old saying that shit because I mean, I don't know. It's crazy to me, but whatever.
It's not crazy. We're old fucking men, except for Aaron.
I feel like an old man.
You sound like one too. That doesn't change.
He
told me that since I was like 13.
I know. Yeah, I had no freaking clue he was as young as he was when I first started talking to him.
Tonight on the show, Aaron's joining us, fresh out of middle school PE. How's it going, Aaron? Oh, pretty good, brother. How's it going?
Yeah, especially how high pitched Nick was.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's funny. Oh, God, that's too funny. Well, shit. Dude, you know what? It's as much as it. I mean, with this talking about this decades and generations and stuff like that, though, I gotta say, I mean, as being a kid that grew up mostly in the 90s, I kind of am. That's the main thing I think I liked the most was the fact that I got to be a part of the wrestling generation that I think put wrestling on the map with the 90s and the new era and into the Monday Night Wars. That's kind of like the one real big thing that I like about the time span that I was born in.
I think my era has had by far the greatest matches of all time.
You're talking about from in the aughts up to like now, I guess?
No, honestly, what comes to my mind as one of the greatest matches in televised wrestling history is one that I can remember sitting on the couch watching when I was about 9 years old. And that was Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar in an Iron Man match. I mean, I remember that night very vividly because it just blew me away. Like, I mean, Kurt Angle was on a roll. He could have a fucking barn burner with anybody. Brock Lesnar was a freaking animal.
Yeah, when he gave a shit.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? Somebody just called the phone and then hung up.
Yeah, and that was was that.
Kurt Angle was having a 5-star match with everybody. Shawn Michaels, Benoit. I mean, come on. Kurt Angle had a span of about 3 or 4 years where he just blew the roof off with everyone he got in the ring with. So
I'm guessing this is the Iron Man match that was the 03, right?
Yeah, on SmackDown.
Okay, cool. I typed in Lesnar Iron Man match and that a list of stuff from the Bleacher Report article from a few years back, like what? Oh, 5 years ago now, 6 years ago almost. Shit.
God, hold on.
Came up, and one of the ones on this list was Lesnar Angle from SmackDown in 2003. So.
Is that?
Huh.
I remember there was an Iron Man match which had one of my favorite spots. I think it was actually Benoit and Triple H, where one of the guys hit the other guy, sacrificing their no, it might have been actually Lesnar Angle. What happened was one of the guys hit the other guy with a chair, getting disqualified. Everyone's like, "Why? What is he doing? Why would he do this?" And then he got 2 pinfalls in a row.
Yeah, that's funny.
After beating him with a chair, which is something I don't see as a problem in an Iron Man match.
Yeah, dude, why not?
Like, for an hour, beat the shit out of him with a chair. All right, you can disqualify me. Hit him 3 times in a row. Wait till he gets up. Bam! All right, hit him 3 times in a row. You're up 6-2.
You know they did that match.
Was that
What was that match?
Yeah. Lesnar and got disqualified, but then just got down and hit right after that.
Yeah, he got 2 pinfalls out of it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember that being one of my favorite spots all time in Iron Man match. I think it's one of the smartest things you should do. It's like, well, yeah, I will get disqualified, but fuck it, you're down twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, so just putting it out there. This is the that list according to, again, it's a 2012 article written by somebody on Bleacher Report. It was number 7 was the Lesnar Angle from SmackDown 03. Trips versus The Rock at Judgment Day 2000. Let's see. We got Benoit Triple H from Raw 04, the infamous match that was mentioned during the Gauntlet match, but never actually mentioned Chris Benoit in it. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Oddly enough, I found the thrift shop by work had a couple of WWE encyclopedias from DW in it.
Yeah.
For sale. Now I wouldn't buy one of those. Prices that they want for
I own one.
Just book. Well, this is from 2016.
You guys
and Rob was in it.
Nice.
You guys are about to experience me rage quitting my job.
Uh-oh.
Someone keeps calling the phone down here and hanging up.
Huh. Is your refrigerator running? Because you better catch it. Let's see here. Number 4 on this list was Angle Benoit from 01. Which technically wasn't an Iron Man match. It was an Ultimate Submission match, but it just kept going and going and going. And then Cena Orton Bragging Rights from 09. Angle Shawn Michaels from Raw Homecoming in 05. And number 1.
Iron Man match?
That, let's see. Yeah, it was 30-minute Iron Man.
Oh, that is...
Yeah, I know. It was on Raw, so. Number 1, of course.
Holy shit, remember when Raw had Shawn Michaels and HBK going at... That's the same guy. Shawn Michaels and John Cena going at it for nearly an hour on a match?
Yeah. I don't know. And then the, of course, number 1 is going to be WrestleMania 12. Brett versus Shawn, Iron Man match.
I wouldn't have put that number 1. I think there's been much better Iron Man matches since then.
So that's the that's according to one of the Bleacher Report articles from about 5+ years ago. So yeah. But oh man, dude. I mean, that you saw that Gauntlet match. Holy hell.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
Well, here's the thing.
Necessary, but it was good.
Well, I never thought that they would have done something like that. The whole first basically 2 hours of the show was this Gauntlet. And
wait, you mean pro wrestling on a wrestling show?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But yeah, man. I even, for the sake of it, over at the forums, the horrorsonline.proboards.com, on our wrestling section, we have the Match of the Year category. And I put, you know what, dude, I'm going to put the first hour plus of that match. The rest of the match, yeah, whatever. But Rollins going an hour plus beating Reigns and Cena and damn near stealing a couple of them from Elias. Okay, I'll take it, dude. Rollins Even someone did a statistic that Rollins in that match wrestled for longer than the ring time Brock Lesnar has had since his return.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So Rollins was in the ring for like an hour and 5 minutes straight. So something like that. I think that was the number that he came up with. So that's nuts. But yeah, dude, holy shit, Buddy Murphy on 205.
Yeah, I honestly thought he'd be the one to lose, but man.
Dude, that freaking pump handle freaking Death Valley driver.
Wait. Buddy Murphy, a good wrestler? You don't say.
Dude, no, that move caught me off guard. When I saw the pump handle, I'm like, okay, what is he do? Holy shit! That's how my reaction was. I wasn't expecting him to turn it into like a Death Valley driver or something that fast.
That's a good reaction to have to a good wrestler.
Yeah, goddamn, yeah, it was. So they put out brackets. Let me pull that bracket up.
But the brackets are really just, the guys who won their show.
Yeah, the episode of that. So let me 20.
Which is exactly what we predicted they would do.
Basically, yeah. So for the sake of it, I'm gonna grab it real fast and oh god damn it! I didn't want the video of Drake Maverick revealing the bracket. Just give me the damn picture of the bracket. I hate this. Oh, it's irritating.
Are you irritated?
Slightly. Of course. Okay. Yes, here it is. Okay. So, Cedric Alexander. Next round is Cedric Alexander taking on TJP. I think that's Cedric's to lose there. We got Roderick Strong and Kalisto. Dude.
Still can't believe Roddy.
I think it's going to be Cedric versus Roddy, man. That would be amazing if that was the match.
I would love to see Roddy get that push.
Dude, that would be insane. And then the other side, Mandrews and Gulak, and I'm so glad to see.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Okay, as much as I am a mark for Mandrews, I'm excited to see Gulak have that mean streak back.
Yo, did you see how he just kept going after him?
Yeah, I'm so happy because I was one of those people when the Cruiserweight Classic came out thinking, oh, Drew Gulak's got a shot to win the whole. And then I saw he was facing Zack Sabre Jr. in the second round and went, fuck. So, and then Buddy Murphy is going to face Mustafa Ali.
I have no idea who's going to win that one.
I have a feeling they're going to sell Mustafa Ali being still injured and make him the underdog and pull something out on Murphy. I still kind of am to the point where it's going to be Cedric versus Mustafa in the finals. But
not that would be bad finals.
Oh no, but I just think that they're making Mustafa look like he's the underdog in everything. So
I still think he'd be a guy that could run with the belt pretty nicely.
Yeah. So, I mean, they got some great wrestlers, man. For them to be able to get freaking 16 guys when their main roster for 205 hasn't barely even been anything close to that, that's pretty damn good. To just last minute, hey, let's bring guys up and try to make just the NXT guys relevant or the UK guy relevant or whatever. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, that's the thing I really like is that Buddy Murphy, the whole best kept secret shtick that he's doing, it's not a lie. I mean, the dude was a former NXT Tag Team Champion.
Exactly.
For a reason. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Wesley Blake is going to be the breakout star. Yeah, I keep telling you these things, man. You got to listen to me because I keep calling this shit.
Oh, dude, you said the same. I mean, it was the same thing when it came to freaking Miz Morrison and... Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I'm not necessarily the best at picking things. You know that. How many times have I gone 0 for or 1 for whatever on the pick'ems when we do them?
1 year ace, 3 pay-per-views in a row.
Yeah.
That's on how I did that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have ideas, and I'm one of those people who. Sometimes I'll pick with my heart. Sometimes I pick with my brain. But I always have ideas for what could be the reasoning behind things and why they should go one way or why they should go the other way, and I usually end up picking the wrong direction. So I can see all possibilities, I guess, or a lot of possibilities. But
I mean, it ain't bad to have a little variety, but like I said, I always thought Buddy Murphy was the more talented of the two. I mean, nothing against Wesley Blake. I like him. But I like Buddy Murphy more. Always have. I also like the name Buddy Murphy. Is something that sticks out about that,
Yeah.
So, him getting his chance now on 205 Live, I think that would be a good place to keep him. I like how they're doing the weigh-ins beforehand. Plus, we got a Scrap Iron Adam Pearce sighting.
Yeah, I like that. That was cool to see him once in a while. Oh God, where's that? Yes, there's that picture. Okay. I saw a picture, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I thought it was kind of funny because...
And how Nigel sold it was really good, too. Just want to point out. How Nigel was selling the fact that, the weigh-in was last night, so tonight he could put on a lot more water weight and just be that much stronger.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, he's selling it like it was an MMA fight because, yeah, MMA fights, man, they weigh in 24 hours beforehand. So, yeah, that's a very valid point.
It makes sense to have a weigh-in in 205. I would love that they work a story where Cedric Alexander all of a sudden can't make weight.
Oh, dude, that would be cool. That maybe that's where they're going with it. That'd be pretty cool. I put a picture in there just because in the our little Skype chat, just because I think it's freaking hilarious. I want Scott's reaction to it.
Oh well, yeah, that's not shocking at all.
It just makes me.
On Instagram, I'm like, no, that sounds right.
Yeah, it makes me laugh. Nia Jax basically holding up Apollo, and I have to say Apollo because it's not Apollo Crews anymore, which pisses me off.
Wait, they dropped his last name?
They dropped his last name. You want to know why?
No.
Oh, I'm telling you anyway. Vince McMahon basically heard that the last name of the shooter in Parkland, Florida, his last name was Cruz, C-R-U-Z, and it sounds too close to Apollo's last name of Cruz, C-R-E-W-S, that he doesn't want to be associated with that, so he's dropped the last name and he's just Apollo now. Which pisses me off because of the fact that literally a week ago, they started a chant in a backstage segment of Cruz can't lose. Something great that they can market for him, and they
That's a t-shirt right there.
fuck it up.
That was such a t-shirt right there.
I know. Dude, that bothered me so much when I heard that on Facebook the other day. I was like, no, please God, no. He and Titus are just starting to get a little bit of a push in the tag team division. Part of me kind of is a little upset that they kind of took Tozawa out of their mix too. But now Dana's there, I guess. So now you have her. She hasn't even really been wrestling. She's just there for.
Because she can't. To be honest.
Well, she's not a bad wrestler. I don't know if she's injured.
What?
She's not a bad wrestler. I don't know if she's injured, but...
No, she's a bad wrestler.
I don't think she's a bad wrestler. She's an okay wrestler.
But she's pretty bad.
Eh.
Well, come on, dude. I'll be the first one to stare at her all day, but let's be honest. Get rid of the legit.
I mean, she's nowhere near she's nowhere near the freaking top, but I still think that she can.
She can carry tops bags.
I can only.
I want her to succeed. Okay.
Yeah.
But she got screwed by them bringing her up so early.
Well, in all honesty, too, I think with the Emma getting hurt thing, when she was brought up to be partnered with Emma, I think that could have worked a little bit better because at least with Emma, while Emma had fanfare about her, Emma wasn't the star of the show. And her going with Charlotte after that kind of literally made her look like she was just there in the background a lot. And we were hoping it would help give her a good rub, and it didn't.
It did not work out for her at all.
So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But at least right now, she's got her job still. She's working it with as the secretary, director of finance and statistics, or whatever the hell it is now that she's doing. She's basically Jillian Hall.
If only she was that talented.
Oh, thank God she just doesn't have a giant mole on her face. Yet. Well, shit. As we're recording this,
Danny still likes working with them wrestlers.
No, man. As we're recording this, it is the night before the Elimination Chamber emanating from Las Vegas, Nevada. Shoot, man. We got 2 chamber matches, one for the men, one for the women. We have, let's see,
We talked about this last week.
we did a little bit, but we didn't go down the card, which, since we were talking about Apollo, I might as well at least bring up the fact that they're in a tag team title match, Titus Worldwide against Cesaro and Sheamus.
Why?
In the past couple of weeks, they got a non-title win over them.
Why?
Yeah, they think maybe at least something they can build upon with them. I'm still just waiting on, okay, what are they going to do? I know with Mania coming up, I mean, we got possible call-ups. AOP has been on the radar. I'm hoping Sanity will come up, but I kind of want them on SmackDown. So I'm hoping AOP comes up to Raw and starts just dominating people. I know they're not.
Get more AOP revival matches because I'd be down for that.
Yes, that would be amazing. So basically, your tag team division as of WrestleMania, the week Monday after WrestleMania on Raw, is basically going to be Cesaro, Sheamus, Titus Worldwide, AOP, and the Revival. Because Dean is still hurt, and Seth looks like he's jumping out of that tag picture to be in the main event scene again. So, I mean, you have 4 tag teams.
What about the Good Brothers?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Yes, the 5 teams. I'm sorry. I did forget about Gallows and Anderson. So
did WWE.
Yeah, and I mean, and just looking here on the list again, they're facing the Miz Taraj, but the Miz Taraj really isn't a tag team. They're just kind of lackeys for the Miz that just happen to team together once in a while. So I don't even consider them.
We're just gonna make them a legit tag team. I think it'd be more interesting if they actually. I think it'd be great if they had tag gold along with the Miz's title.
That would be cool. I mean, it'd make them feel more like an actual faction and not just Miz and 2 guys. So
that sounds like a bad video title right there.
Miz and 2 guys, yeah, I don't know.
It's like the Miz, 2 guys, and Intercontinental title.
Wow, I think Ryan Reynolds can write for that one. So hopefully anybody else gets that reference. I don't know if you even did, but since you kind of made the reference and then I just went with it.
Yes.
That was bad. Very, very bad.
Yeah. You yourself.
Yeah.
Shame!
So there's that one, Titus World. I don't see Titus Worldwide winning the damn belts. Screw that. Cesaro and Sheamus need to keep them. I'm guessing that would be the way you would go.
I didn't even know this was a fucking match until 5 minutes ago. Why would I think that Sheamus and Cesaro would lose the titles to these schlubs?
Yeah, I don't think so. Aaron, what's your take? I know you just you've been getting called away and coming back.
What are we talking about?
Titus worldwide, somehow earning a fucking title match.
Oh. Yeah, they're not going to win the titles.
Figured that's what his thought process was.
Aaron's just like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Well, we got Woken Matt Hardy taking on Bray Wyatt in a singles match.
Oh my god, I want to take a crap during this match so bad.
You're already planning your bathroom break.
Oh, that's part of, like, pro wrestling in general.
Yeah, which match do I not care about enough to go take a crap in? Which I have a feeling, my hunch is that Jeff comes back and ends up with Bray. I have this feeling that that's what WWE is going to end up doing. He's going to come back as maybe they'll let Jeff Hardy be Willow. I mean,
do you hate the fans?
I like the Willow gimmick. Then again, I liked Black Rain.
God damn, man.
Seriously, I mean, but again, I guess you could say whatever you want, because I did like Black Rain, and Goldust would probably shoot me if he heard me say that.
I'll shoot him for saying that.
Jesus.
Dude, I was a fan of the Black Rain gimmick. Yeah, because coked out Goldust and Black and Silver are amazing.
and the rat.
Yeah.
The rat's name
Misty.
Bloated coked out Goldust. So big he couldn't even wear a bodysuit anymore. He wore a coat to the ring and wrestled in it.
Well, and he was always tag teaming with Relic, and that's Killer spelled backwards.
No. Killer is Relic spelled backwards. Get it right.
So,
Christ, Mike, today? Why? You think we're that stupid that we need to hear that shit every 3 minutes? He's wrestling Relic, which is Killer spelled backwards. Thank you for that nonsensical piece of information we didn't fucking need. Every fucking time.
All right. In the case of this,
that Relic is Killer spelled backwards because it's Killer spelled backwards.
Well, in the case of Woken, aka Broken Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt, who the hell do you think is going to win this match? And do you even... I was going to say, do you even fucking care?
You know what? They should just go back and become Token Matt Hardy. Just, light a spliff and call it a day.
Can we get, the Hurricane to come back in the middle of this match and turn it into an absolutely ridiculous comedy match?
What the fuck that?
Yeah, I think that would make that match a lot better. Just have the Hurricane show up.
There's nothing that can make this match better, except for maybe both guys. It's a loser leaves WWE match. They both get double disqualified.
Damn.
Brutal. That's brutal.
Like I said, I'm impressed that Matt Hardy and Jeff revitalized their careers the way they did.
Yes.
I am. And the fact that TNA let them go as stupid as they wanted to was, what the fuck? But I still don't like Matt Hardy as a person, so if he gets fired, I don't care.
Yeah.
And right now, the storyline has done nothing for me but make me go, I am fast forwarding through this.
Aaron, your thoughts?
I think if it were 2 years ago, this would have been a lot better.
I think if Bray Wyatt's booking was an absolute shit his whole career, it'd still be shit, but less shit.
Yeah. We do have I think I alluded to it, but I didn't outright say it. The Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, taking on the Miztourage on the pre-show match, supposedly pre-show match. That one, if Gallows and Anderson don't win that one going away, that's ridiculous.
Now that you said that, you completely jinxed it. The Miztourage will win.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe that gets you on one step on your way to the Miztourage actually being title holders behind the Miz.
I'd be fine with that.
So, We got the Asuka versus Nia Jax. If Nia Jax wins, she's added to Asuka's championship match at Mania.
Okay, now this requires serious conversation.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Because I don't care about Asuka's winning streak anymore.
Yeah, no.
It really ran its course a long time ago. In NXT, she should have lost there. Where she could have come up, then this wouldn't be an issue. I think, honestly, this is the right time to take the streak off her, have Nia Jax go over, and whoever they wrestle for the title, it's going to be much more interesting.
I agree. I totally agree. I was thinking about this going, yeah, you know what? They're setting it up to where Nia's been a big-time player for the most part, and I mean, we're going to talk about the women's chamber match here in a minute, but I can't foresee their match going any other way to put Nia Jax in the match at Mania and having Nia Jax end up being the champion. Like, that's what they're building this up to be, in my opinion. I have this weird feeling that she's gonna end up beating Asuka, even if it was a fluky thing. Like she slams her into the post and winds up rolling in, and Asuka can't make the 10 count because Nia beat the shit out of her on the floor or something. Where
it could be up to that injury angle that they did earlier with Jax, where she got injured by Asuka.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Nia Jax, she had her, when she first came up to the main roster, they just fed her raw meat, man, and just let her freaking just destroy everything. And then they really didn't do anything with it. Usually you push somebody to be a monster, and you feed her the top stars and let her destroy them, and then the chase is on with the scaredy cat fucking champion. Well, only now in the last year have we seen her, after being the bodyguard essentially of Alexa Bliss, now as she's becoming that monster officially now, because they're finally letting her be that monster, and Alexa Bliss is running scared and trying to use her friendship as a crutch to not have Nia in the match. It's almost, the example that comes to my mind would be how Bobby Heenan pitched to Andre the Giant that Hulk Hogan is ducking you because he's afraid of you. He was only your friend so that you wouldn't challenge him for the title. Like, that's what comes to my mind with Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss.
Only Nia Jax figured it out on her own.
Exactly, without a manager, yeah.
Oh, Jax don't need a manager. She actually talks pretty well on her own.
Yeah, she does. And, I mean, and it's one of those things where, again, she is a big woman, but she is still nice to look at, and you do notice that they're trying to sex appeal up her get-up a little bit, too, with a little bit more lace and stuff. So they're trying to make her more appealing to the masses, which I think, and I mean, just with the booking, with all this extra stuff that's going on, dude, she could end up being the person holding the title at the end of WrestleMania.
I very much want that. I think she needs the title at this point. The way she is, she should be beating people's asses constantly. She shouldn't be losing to Sasha Banks on a regular basis.
Yeah.
That shit's so aggravating.
Yeah.
Especially that gauntlet match. The way they did it, it should have just been Nia Jax all the way through.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that would have been cool. Just let her just run through everybody.
And that would have just made her even more impressive. They booked it down. No, it took 5 people to beat you, but you still lost, bitch. Like, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of people wanting to bitch about stuff, Aaron, are you okay? Is he there?
He might have had to silence himself due to people being stupid at work.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. He was gonna jump back on here and talk and bitch and complain about the stupid people who keep coming into the lobby just to talk on their phones. so he can't really be on the air with us if that happens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So, but then again, speaking of the women's elimination chamber match, Alexa Bliss defending inside the chamber against Bayley, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, Sasha Banks, and Sonya Deville. Alexa's gonna be again. I'm not gonna make any bones about it. Alexa's winning this match.
Easily. I see her climbing up to the top of a pod and just staying there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, and that again, we just talked about Asuka, Nia Jax. Asuka, Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss is going to be the match at Mania. That's my mind. That's what it is. So it's a matter of where does Alexis end up in this match? Is she one of the first two in the ring, so she has to run the gauntlet, or is she someone coming out of a pod?
Well, if you really want to make her that dominating, you make her run the gauntlet. If you want to make her conniving, have her somehow trick it where she gets into the pod, gets out of the pod last. Yeah,
that's my hunch is that 1-2 is going to be maybe Bayley Sasha to start.
I personally would have it Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose just to see how that fucks up the whole,
dude,
storyline.
Yeah, no, the only reason why I don't want that, I know that because they're in the same faction, I think that's what you want to fuck that up. But I personally,
I think it'd be interesting to see what they do with each other in general.
See, I think that's the reason why I don't want it, is because I want the match to be successful, and I think that would fuck up the match from the start.
Why do you say that? You think they're not quality enough?
I'm still not sold on both of them.
See, I'm more sold on Sonya Deville than Mandy Rose.
Yeah, I'm still not sold yet. I mean, if you put, say it was Sonya and Mickie, and the next one out was Mandy, and then you get that 2-on-1, I don't care. I think that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like that. Fucking makes me think of the Rumble and like Demolition just pounding on each other for a while or whatnot.
The first minutes of the match.
Yeah. So, but
you look at each other like, just beat the shit.
Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, I would look at that and have like Paige is probably gonna still be at ringside. And so if there were 1 and 2, Paige would basically just have them like cut a promo for the first 3.5 minutes or whatever. She would cut a promo from the floor while they're in the ring just sitting there trying to look pretty.
I would not want that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
This isn't Punk in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. So my hunch is that I would guess the first 2, if I had to say it was the 3 people, it would either be Bayley, Mickie, or Sasha are going to be the first 2. And then from there, I think you get Sonya, Mandy back to back, so then it's even 2-on-2. And then whoever the last one, the next one is, and Alexa last. So that would be my way of booking that if that was the case. Just so, I mean, even if it was, I don't know, man. Like, could this be where like Bayley turns heel, or is Sasha gonna be the heel? Because I mean, Sasha's the better heel. Dude, Bayley is not a heel, dude. I've seen her try to be a heel in the indies.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since the indies, first of all.
Yeah, hopefully she's a better character and they have better coaching.
Second of all, we've said this before. I know Aaron and I were talking about this just a few nights ago. Sami Zayn.
That is true. Sami Zayn
was one of the most over-faced characters on the indies without saying a word, without using many facial expressions because he was under a mask.
Yeah, that's true.
Comes to WWE, they take the mask off. Everyone's like, no, this will never work. Yet, when Sami won the title, he went on a very vulgar tirade.
That's true.
In the middle of the match, which he couldn't do as El Generico. He's the most impressive heel in the company right now.
Yeah.
Just because he tweaked his character to just be that much more annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess when it comes down to it, there is a look to a chick like say Mandy. Okay, Mandy just looks like she turns her nose up at everybody naturally. That she thinks she's better than everybody else.
Oh yeah, she's a cunt.
Bailey.
That vibe that you get from her character, she's a cunt.
Yeah, Bailey, even on the indies as Davina Rose, she was always the fan favorite, the high fiving and hugging kids and stuff like. She was basically that gimmick. They turned that gimmick shit up way even beyond anything she'd ever done on the indies, to where she was just a fan mark that happened to be a wrestler, and gave her the 80s side ponytail thing. Like basically like Eugene without actually being special needs. Like how Eugene was super excited about everything. I mean, I don't know, man. It's so hard because I've seen her one time try to be a heel, and it was god awful. And basically, she sticks her hand out to get high five from somebody, and then moves it and does the Ric Flair behind the head and through the hair kind of thing. It's like, oh man, that's your heel move? Okay.
Well, she should do the Chuck Taylor shit then.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as much as I hated Chuck Taylor, the way he picked on children was hilarious. Just yelling in their faces, pulling back like he's going to punch them and making them flinch and having them cry.
Sounds like.
Imagine Bailey trying that shit. It would be hilarious. Might not work, but it would be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, I think we're both in agreement. Alexa wins this matchup. I think we'll see the downfall of Bailey-Sasha friendship, and they'll be bitter rivals for the next 6 months again, which actually could put on some really good matches if they let them go. But who knows with Mandy and Sonya? I don't know if they're gonna be capable of carrying their weight in this match. Especially with the idea that they keep every single time there's a match. It's like, for the first time ever, this women's whatever. I mean, God, yeah, you're doing all new matches finally with women. Every match is going to be the first time ever for this year, basically. It's like...
Yeah, I'm with you on that. So, I mean, your other choices are an injured Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
No, broke her ass.
Yeah, Paige now can't wrestle because of her back.
And Dana Brooke, which we already had that conversation.
Dana Brooke was actually petitioning on social media to get added to the match because if the guys can have 7, how come we can't have 7? Trying to go the whole sexism route.
I'm not upset with that.
So it was a way to get her name back in the news, and I don't know if it was an approved storyline, but it got people talking about her.
I am not upset with that. I kind of like where they're going with that, actually. I hope they actually work with that.
Well, and they did.
And then you got Ronda Rousey. I'm sorry, there's not many on the women's. Like, I honestly would rather watch an Elimination Chamber with the SmackDown women's group instead.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I would say the same.
I mean, looking at what they have, you have Becky Lynch, you have Carmella, you have Liv Morgan, you have Naomi, you have Natalya, and you have Ruby Riott, and you're done. Or do 7. Throw Sarah Logan in there.
They have. I think they have the better all around.
She had a good match with Charlotte Flair a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, she did.
The way she took that natural selection was very RVD.
Yeah, she got freaking spiked. Yeah, no, that was.
And the Ruby Riott response to that. Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, Ruby's getting that title shot too at Fastlane, which is I was shocked that they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, but honestly, I'm just looking at the women's roster on SmackDown. It'd be such a better
chamber match.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the guys. Basically, it's a number 1 contenders match in the chamber. So, you win the chamber, you survive the chamber. Yeah, you get Brock Lesnar.
Well, you look who's in the chamber, though, man. That's a hell of an all-star roster.
Yeah, so we got the Miz has to come out at number 1. We also got in the match Elias coming out last because he won that match. But we got Strowman, Finn Balor, John Cena, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins.
I want this to be the shortest Elimination Chamber ever, and literally it starts with Finn Balor, The Miz, Braun Strowman. Strowman beats both of them within the first 4 minutes and literally starts tearing pods open to get the people.
Dude, I love it! Oh my god, that would be so fun. Oh, dude, how awesome would that be if, like, he lawn darts Miz to break one open?
Man.
That would be
so much fun if they go that route.
That would be freaking great, man. I mean, in all honesty, like, I'm torn because I wanted Strowman to have the belt right now. Like, I wanted him to win the belt at the Rumble. And going into WrestleMania, I wanted it to be him facing off against somebody. Personally, if it was Cena who won the Rumble and Cena was going to face Strowman, I'd be okay with that. If it was Strowman not in this match and it was just the 6 and Cena wins this one and he faces Strowman at Mania, I'd be okay with that. Only because I like the fact that Cena's kind of getting to the twilight now of his WWE in ring career on a regular basis, and I want Strowman to be the top heel for the next at least 3 years. Because if you beat Cena and you beat Cena handily at Mania when Cena's trying to get his record-breaking world title, essentially, dude, that solidifies you as a top dog. And to a point where, I mean, Strowman would just be destroying people. Now, granted, with what's been happening over the course of the last few weeks, they're not making him a heel, dude. He's beloved by the fans. So, I don't think that they're going to give it to him in this one.
Well, whoever wins at this point, which I really think it's going to be either Roman, Cena, or Strowman. Yeah, okay. I'm trying not to confuse myself on that one.
Yeah.
Stupid rhyming names. Braun.
Yeah.
Okay? Braun works. So, yeah, I really don't care which of the 3 wins as long as it's not Roman.
Yeah.
I mean, if Cena wants to get his revenge and get his 7th season title at WrestleMania, at this point I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
If Braun goes against Brock and finally beats him and it happens at WrestleMania, holy shit.
Yeah.
But if Roman wins, I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, ultimately.
Not if I hate of Roman, I just don't want to see that match.
You know what? I was talking to my friend Jeremy this morning, and he and I were talking about this match in particular, and my thought process was, I have the strange feeling that Roman Reigns is going to win the Chamber. And the only reason why is because of the Vince McMahon's fetish with the man. I don't get it. I don't understand. But I have a feeling in the build-up between, because after this, we do have a little over a month, a little over a calendar month till Mania, because it's like the 8th of April. I have a feeling Seth Rollins is going to finagle his way in there and Roman has unfinished business with Brock. Brock actually has unfinished business with Seth because Seth stole the belt at WrestleMania Santa Clara. So the match that was the main event of WrestleMania Santa Clara, which again was 30, right? If my memory serves. Or 31. I don't know what number we're on. Dude, I hate the fact that they don't put the goddamn numbers anymore.
Yeah, well, now we're, WrestleMania Saint symbol.
Yeah, so but ever since that, I kind of have this feeling that they're gonna put the three of them in the match as like the actual like advertised match, because Seth cashed in the middle and basically stole the belt. So maybe that'll be one of those things where over the course of the month, Seth gets involved in something else and keeps putting his name in Kurt Angle's ear about wanting to be Monday Night Rollins and all that kind of crap, and Rollins gets added to the match, so you have a triple threat, and somehow maybe Seth even sneaks out of there at Mania with the title. So, and that way Brock never officially got beat. Brock can disappear for a while, and you have Roman and Seth having a feud.
I just don't want Brock anywhere ever again.
Yeah. So, I mean, granted, I wouldn't mind Finn Balor in that picture. Elias is so fucking over, it's insane, but I don't think they're going to put him in the main event this soon. And I love The Miz, but The Miz hasn't been a main event storyline guy in a long time now. And he's there because they know they can trust him to do whatever he needs to do, and he can put guys over and make guys look like $1 million. And I know he's going to do his movies and come back and do his thing, but yeah, he's not going to win that match. If he does, I would be the most shocked person on the planet.
Still think having 7 people in that ring is ridiculous.
Yeah, starting with 3. Yeah, who do you think the starting 3 are going to be then? So Miz, if your scenario of Braun Strowman destroying everything doesn't go.
Alright, if it's not Braun, it's still going to be Miz and Finn, but it'll also be Seth.
You think it'll be Seth? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was leaning maybe Miz, Roman, Seth. Only that way, then, if Roman has to win, he's got to run the gauntlet, too. So. Interesting. Well, that one's going to be fun. So.
How many more matches on this card?
That was it. That would be the last one. So there's a grand total of 6 if you include the pre-show match. So, not so bad. Yeah, I'm hoping that it'll be a good show. Crossing my fingers.
I'll take okay. It'll be better than the last few WrestleManias then.
Yeah, so, well, alright. Well, I got a message here from Scott during our conversation. He's getting sleepy. Does that mean we're calling it early tonight and having a little shorty show tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually, in and out right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm sure you can probably tell, because there's, these weird silences going on.
Yeah, awkward.
A little bit of snoring. I've been getting up at 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning every day this past week. Last night I came home from work, 10 o'clock, I started dozing off in front of my computer. No, I didn't have my computer on. I just dozed off till 2 a.m. Answered a few texts. I said, I can get up, eat something, watch something on YouTube, and maybe get something done, or I just roll the fuck over and go to bed.
Go to sleep.
What do you think I did?
I went to sleep.
Yeah, I rolled the fuck over, got another 6-7 hours of sleep.
Nice.
Much needed.
Nice.
And now I'm actually feeling it still, so... Oh, these long holiday schedules always fuck me up, and yeah, today was no different.
Well, that's all good. No worries then. We never heard back from Aaron Kendrick, so so he's gonna log back on and be like, "Hey, where the hell did everybody go?" So I'm sure I'll get a phone call from him because he's him being at work and not wanting to be there, bored, and all that kind of shit. He'll bug me.
Well, assume he still has a job.
Yeah, unless he's rage quit and then walked out and take this job and shove it. So, but be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button here on the YouTube. You can do Gorilla Blood Radio on the Instagram, Scott NDX on Instagram as well. You can hit him up for artwork commissions. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, when I'm awake, I'll draw stuff for you. Oh shit, I gotta draw something for you.
Yeah, he'll start drawing.
What do I draw? Give me something quick to draw. Quick.
Kick-Ass.
Oh god. I heard the new version's pretty bad.
I don't know. I all of a sudden my brain just said Kick-Ass. So, or you can do Hit Girl. That'd be cool too. So, but yeah, you can hit him up for that. He tries to, dude. He's posting. Well, he's drawing every day, trying to post and catch up once in a while. But he is drawing every day, and I'm trying. I'm not doing very well.
I was thinking of joining Zero, but my phone's too old.
What is that?
It's a new image app that's essentially what Instagram used to be. No algorithms or everything. And the first million users get it for free.
Huh.
But my phone's old as shit, so I can't download it.
That sucks.
Get it for free, so.
Well, that sucks.
Download it in my name. Hold on to it until I get a new phone.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we'll talk off air and try to get that figured out. You can hit me up, DKorea247 on there. Aaron has one too. I think he still has it as some stupid, really wacky Tong the Chong, whatever the hell that was. Yeah, so hit us up on there, add us up. That'd be cool. Other than that, man, enjoy the pay-per-view tomorrow. Hopefully you're hanging out with Tomas and the guys watching that. I know I'll be at Gonzo's house watching over there with him and Jeremy.
I'll see how much pain I'm actually really hurt.
Oh man. Well, hopefully you're feeling better, man. Yeah, make sure you're getting as much rest as you can, dude. So, on that note, we will cut this show a little short, and we will catch you all next time around here on Gorilla Blood Radio. Peace.